You're watching the station that's working for you. Now, WMAR-2 News at 6.
You know, a lot of people would normally be giving the IRS money on this tax day. It's April 15. Instead, 80 million Americans received payments from the agency. WMAR-2 News' Mallory Safaste has tips on the best way to spend that economic relief payment and what to do if you're still waiting for money.
Tax day was pushed back to July 15th, but if you've already filed, then you likely received your coronavirus relief payment. That's because the IRS started with people whose banking information they already had on file.
A payday to help anyone hurting financially from the pandemic. Millions received upwards of $1,200 to $2,400 from the IRS with no strings attached. But before you spend that money, first, check that it's in your account.
There could be a hold by an institution.
John Bratsakis, president and CEO of the Maryland, D.C. Credit Union Association, says to make sure the money clears. Then, before sending it anywhere,
Prioritize, where you need the money the most.
Focus on the essentials, groceries and medicine, and bills you're not getting a break on.
If you're affected or having challenges during this time, they are deferring payments for your mortgages, for auto loans, for different things. If you just need to pick up and have that conversation.
If you don't need the money right now, prepare for a financial hardship in the future, such as losing your job.
We always talk and discuss and recommend that people have at least 3 months worth of savings in case of a situation like this.
And if you're fortunate enough to be financially secure, think about supporting small businesses or making a donation. For those who qualify for an economic relief payment and are still waiting, you're not alone. Many receive this message when trying to check their status on the IRS's website. Once you get through, you can input payment information to get your money by direct deposit. If you already filed your 2018 or 2019 tax returns and provided banking information, you don't need to do anything. Same for Social Security recipients. Those who don't normally file tax returns and qualify need to file a simple tax return on the IRS's website.
If the IRS doesn't have your banking information and you don't provide it, then they'll send a check in the mail, but those haven't gone out yet. And for anyone who's received a payment, the IRS will also send written notice in the mail letting you know where your payment went and in what form. If you still can't track down your payment, they will include contact information on that notice for you to reach out to them. And for all of this information and more answers to your questions, go to irs.gov/coronavirus.
All right, thanks a lot, Mallory. Remember, the IRS won't call, they won't text, they won't email you asking for payment information. Now's the time that you really have to be vigilant and on the lookout for scammers, because they're hard at work. Now, if you have a matter for Mallory, she'd love to hear from you. You can email her at mallory@wmar.com. You can also find her on Facebook as well as Twitter.